Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm RJ. I want to give a special shout out to those of you who joined up for our live stream last night. I thought it was a lot of fun. Fearless Force was part of that. He just put out a video showing off how Trevor really could be the key to unlocking the Jetpack or perhaps solving the Chiliad Mystery here in the game. He has a bit of mystery to him. I mean, some people think he even killed his mom. For those of you who played that one mission towards the end of the game where his mom shows up out of nowhere and then she mysteriously disappears. There's so much unanswered questions when it comes to Trevor. Really the most hyped character leading up to the game's release, and still to this day I would love to see more come from him. Well, imagine if he was the character in the center of the Chiliad Mystery. That's definitely a great theory, and for those of you who watched the live stream, you know that we talked about it a lot. Unfortunately, the stream did cut out right before UC and I were able to pull off a pretty cool theory. Basically, when you come over to the bunker here above, or I should say right there in the middle of Fort Zancudo, if you come above it and drop down perfectly, for some reason you will have no stars. It's the one location in the game, of course, considering you have the military base, Fort Zancudo, which is highly protected, and you can sneak in completely unnoticed. It just so happens to be at the abduction beam. So I did want to show that off for you guys here in HD and show you that it is possible to stay in the abduction beam for a solid hour, no problem. Of course, without getting noticed by the military. It's not easy at all. You have to be completely perfect. But as you see, if you can be on point, coming straight down, for some reason they let you hang out here no problem. So let's chill in the abduction beam. One of the reasons why we want to do this, of course, with Trevor is because we've had multiple reports. People have actually sent me videos of the elevator door below us, this weird elevator that remains closed. It actually has been videoed opening up, and we don't know how that can actually happen. Perhaps you have to trigger it, because that would lead you underground to a level below Fort Zancudo. Now, that said, I think people would have at least been able to cheat their way into getting into some secret underground level, but still, you know, there might be some sort of trigger here, especially when it comes to this location where there's so much mystery. Once again, you can see we're chilling here, no problem whatsoever. We landed, no stars. Special shout out to UC who actually discovered that you can actually get in here, no problem. I mean, we've had so many trials and tribulations getting in here, getting blown up on the way, and now we know we can do it pretty easily. So it's pretty cool to see it. The abduction beam will be coming down here, guys, so there it is. Let me know if you have any ideas of what we should do in the abduction beam. Some say that Trevor is an alien himself. I mean, we had Michael get abducted, and of course Franklin teams up with Omega. Nothing really happens with Trevor. You do have the railgun, which has 1.21 gigawatts on it, clue to Back to the Future, and perhaps it can get abducted, as we've seen happen before. We have video evidence of that. Another cool thing that UC pointed out that I wanted to mention here is that the hangar that Trevor has, it's right over here, this hangar where you can stash your jet, your helicopters and all that, that is actually the same exact hangar, at least it looks identical to the one from GTA San Andreas, and that is where you store your jetpack. So that's definitely a pretty epic Easter egg that Rockstar hid in there. And yet another link to Trevor and the jetpack. Abduct us, damn it. I feel like I should be doing something. I don't want to blow myself up. This abduction beam will only be here for a solid in-game hour, and then it disappears, basically letting us know we have to do something within that hour. You know, I don't know what. I would think that maybe just stay here without the military on us. Another great idea, I would say, is to maybe stay in the abduction beam with 5 stars, because you get 4 stars when you come into the military base. So that gives you an additional star to attempt to get. It is not easy because you're gonna have tanks and whatnot coming after you. So let me know if you guys have any ideas, and we'll definitely be teaming up with UC for another live stream very soon. Once again, I thought that was extremely fun. UC was mentioning all kinds of crazy stuff. He actually mentioned Sherlock Holmes at one point, but it was just awesome for all of you guys to join up on a Sunday night. I felt really juiced for that one, and hopefully we can do it again soon, maybe unlocking something in the game. Of course, let us know your ideas when it comes to this unsolved abduction beam. Geez, hopefully Everybody's okay looking at the blinking light there. Pretty epic looking, to say the least. This is something Rockstar added into the game. Hopefully there's a reason why they added it. And there it goes. It disappears into the night. Let's see if the elevator opened up. No, still closed. As we saw, once again, it cut off on us yesterday during the live stream. We were able to pull this off. I thought it was epic. You can see now we have 4 stars, but unfortunately, you know, it did not do anything. I feel like there's probably something that I can do during that in-game hour. Let me know if you guys have any ideas whatsoever. Let's see if we can come over here and grab a jet. Make sure to stay tuned here at the channel, guys. We do have a couple other new episodes planned. We're talking with a couple other Chiliad Mystery Hunters about things that they have in mind. Oh, get in the laser. Let's get the hell out of here. And once again, you know, it's pretty cool watching this video that UC put out talking about how Trevor could really be the key. You have all of these jetpack symbols located there at the Altruist camp, and we've certainly looked at Michael a lot because he's been abducted. And Franklin seems to be the core of the game, the player in the middle, but it's always been Trevor that's been the most mysterious. Thanks again for joining up for the video, guys. Another part of the live stream that got cut off is when we sacrifice Trevor, because that's another part of the theory, of course, trying to think of something we can do with Trevor. Perhaps we do have to sacrifice him. He is part of the Altruist cult. They do sacrifice and eat people, something we've seen that he does. Well, perhaps we do have to do it to him. Let us know if you have any ideas whatsoever. We'll catch you for another episode very, very soon. Until then, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.